Hello there, everyone. So, I was not expecting to do this recording. On Monday, I was streaming on my Let's Play channel, and yeah, my PC crashed, and shortly afterwards, it pretty much died. So, I've got to give a shout out to Chris. He's usually in my streams on Twitch, but he's been an angel. He came round, poked around in it, found out it was the hard drive. We're back up and running. So, big thank you there. But we have Mr. GAC in this little period where I haven't been able to do anything. I did record it on my iPad, so let's see how I got on. Okay, so I've got to apologise first of all because the aspect ratio is just going to be weird, so it's not going to look crystal clean like it usually does. But let's show you what happened on Crimson first of all. So, I don't know if I need to fast forward or anything at all here, or if I need to alter the volume because this feels loud. Okay, so there we go, just lower the volume. As you saw, we've got a GP difference. It was a pretty big one, but not like crazy big, just substantial enough. I did change my defense slightly. It was mainly just to accommodate for the datacrons that expired, so took a few of the resistance teams off that I'd had in the previous 3v3 season. Just tried to mix it all up a little bit, so nothing too dramatic, but just to freshen the walls up just a tad. Now, I'm going to cut forward a little bit, right, because we look at the defense, they've got Raver, Jabba, Adrad, fair enough, Malgus, Ray. Sorry if Ray's been hidden by my face cam. And then the south wall. You can see already JMK and Leia. Shakti, that's fair game. Also Caloran, Beck and Lord Vader. So it wasn't the easiest of front walls to face. Now, for those of you who can't remember, so I don't know exactly what's going on here, but when I click the video here to show what happened during the first battle on Crimson, I can't actually show you because it's got my control center up and all the things you'd expect, like for a screen recording iOS, but it's just not catching up. See what I mean? I'm doing stuff in game, but the screen wasn't capturing it. But I know it did because I tried editing this on my iPad and it worked. So it hasn't copied over. So, long story short, what happened? I went in against Lord Vader, sticking my JML, JKL, and Hermit Yoda, put a datacron on, pressed battle, and the game crashed with the bug that was plaguing the start of this round. So I'm taking the flak for myself there, as far as I should have been aware of that. I should have given it a bit more time. But equally, I didn't know I was going to have my PC back. So I thought I need to get a move on and record these in case I need time to edit. So, yeah, I wasn't particularly happy. Now, this one, I believe, yeah, we'd had a bit of a rough time, shall we call it. We'd taken down Caloran Beck, which was in that video I wasn't able to show. We used Grand Inquisitor for that. Now, we got that bug again as well, in progress battle for myself. I don't think I've ever seen that so many times, but yeah, apparently I was still engaged in combat, despite the fact that I'd been into a battle with Caloran Beck, so that was weird. I took a go against JMK. I think I tried Sith Eternal Emperor and Bane, purely because I didn't have many other options. So I thought I'll give that a go. If it doesn't work, we'll just have to move on. So Frank the Tank, you got a very easy round there. Well done. So we are going to skip ahead to Tem, because I feel like Tem was the meat on the bones for this round. So if you've just been sitting around here going, God, will you get to a battle? Getting that. So as you can see, GP-wise, we were actually ahead of this opponent, so unfortunate flip-flop. As far as defense, again, it was a few little tweaks. I tried to make sure that they were just accommodating things for new crons. I tried Chopper in there. I thought, I don't think I need him with anything else, so we'll put Chopper with Sortie. We have got the Zordicron as well. Let's see, anything else? Nothing too eye-catching. I think I made sure that Rex 5's had a damage reduction cron. But other than that, as you can see, I was highlighting it. That was just after the patch came out where they announced that Nest, or well, not Nest in particular, but they wouldn't allow the shield generator to appear without Gungan allies. So that was a bit of a bummer. If I'd have known that, I would have taken it off defense, or at least shifted it. So yeah, a little disappointing, that one. So yeah, I'm going to say this is what we're facing. Ray, Malgus, Dash, Boss, Jabba. Not too bad a front wall, if we're being honest, especially after Crimson's. Then if we go down the south, it's still a bit spicy. We've got Seer, we've got Leia, we've got JMK, we've got Raver, and right down at the bottom, there we go, we've got Luke. Again, my face is covering up. Sorry about that, folks. We will try and get more professional as the week goes on. So, I actually didn't mind this. I thought there's a lot of tricky things, but they're all manageable. So, at this point, I was just working it out. I was like, okay, I need this character for this character, and so on. So, with Raver, I am actually trying to recall what I threw at it. Yeah, Sith Empire was the order of the day, it seems. Now, I did throw Malik in there, but I am so glad I didn't. I was considering it because of the double tank cron, which I think I have got one now, but I didn't lock in. So, oh yeah, sorry, I've got a tank cron there. So I could have used that with the 2, but in the end, it was all right with just the 1. So let's get into the battle. Let's just show you how it went. If past JJ will accommodate. Just checking I'm recording, apparently. How long have I been talking now? 11 minutes since the first proper battle. And I'm on 1x, for reasons I don't fully understand. I'm guessing I had to uninstall my Swaggo app. Alright, so, yep. Do the launch on Raver. Now, I didn't mention it, but the cron is Ninth Sister cron, so we've got to deal with essentially 2 revives from Raver, plus a revive from Ninth Sister. So, in a weird way, this is where I kind of wish that Darth Revan was the lead, because then at least Deathmark could play a part on Raver. But sadly, we don't get those kind of luxuries. So, it's a bit of a drawn-out battle, this. I'm not actually going to put you through it all. In fact, if I can skip through it a bit, I will. Let me just see where we are. 3:12, so let's go to about 5:30. Okay, so we did lose Revan. I think it was a little bit unlucky. If I can rewind a little bit, there we go. You can see we got Revan. Raver's down to a last life. Knight's, I think, on the first life still. There we go, she's back. And that was it. We got Deathmark on Revan, so there was just no way out of it. Revan just went. But from there, it was pretty comfortable. I mean, they were both on the final lives. They weren't going to take out Malgus. Bastel was there just as a nice little support. So all in all, I was pretty comfortable with that. So yeah, I think we put it on full auto just to make sure that it didn't take too much longer. We got out of it, and just to clarify, what was the banners? 62. Okay, so it wasn't too bad in the end. That I think I go to another video at this point. So, what are we looking at? Leia at this point? I don't think I went into the battle with this. Yeah, we've got seconds left, so let's go to the next clip. Here we go. Can you tell this is completely ad hoc? Like, this is... I've just pretty much rushed my OBS into existence here. Oh, right. We've got another corrupted video. Fantastic. Well, thankfully this one wasn't too long. What I was doing in this, I'm pretty sure, was Bane versus Leia. So, shouldn't have been too much missed in that. It looked like a very short video. Writer's weakness. Show, don't tell. Oh, it wasn't that, sorry. It was Seer. I was doing Seer Malicos on Rey, so I'm actually getting comfortable with that counter now. So that was nice to see. Oh, hang on. Even that, sorry, I'll correct myself. It wasn't Seer Malicos. It was Seer Malicos Starkiller. So yeah, I gave that a go for the first time. It was pretty solid against Rey, so yeah, nice to see another counters come out. Since the recording of this, I have also applied Malicos' third Omicron. I know it's a luxury one, but I've always been consistent. So professional, this video. Yeah, I've been very consistent. I do like getting all the Omicrons on characters where possible. Alright, can we fast forward a bit? Because that took me a minute or so to just do that. I love that as well. I just saw a little screen grab saying, how long can an iPad screen record? I had this image of doing the whole thing in one hit and then having like 2 minutes of screen recorded footage. Which, as things stand, might have been a good idea. Now, this is kind of useful to show you. So, the blacked out icons are Jedi Knight Cal Kestis. I don't have Mace on this account, so I couldn't do what was a strong lineup, or reasonably strong. So I was looking for something that might be a compromise, and I thought, okay, how about Bastila, General Kenobi, and Cal? I thought, could that work? I wasn't convinced, but I was like, maybe we can just get away with it. So as you can see, we give these 3 a go. It did something, but it's a trap I've fallen into before, so I'm not going to give this another go. Now, that was one advantage of putting Kenobi in. He will take up he'll take up the first hit, so that's something. He's got all the protection up, so he's not going to die easily. But I think as anyone watching this will be saying, you've only got 1 permakill. And that's where this gets messy very quickly. So yeah, I think we pass that to Cal. And I don't think we... Oh no, we did do the mass assist. Alright. I swear I played this. So yeah, I think we do the armor shred again, but we try and get it on Malak this time. Or we try again on Malak. I was trying to land the buff immunity hit over on Revan, but it wasn't because I wanted the buff immunity, it was more the fact that I felt it was a higher concentration damage ability, but maybe that's me imagining. Okay, so yeah, we can use the insta-kill on Malgus, that way leadership's dead, we haven't got to worry about that if things go wrong, which they did. Spoiler alert. So, yeah, I'm thinking maybe this is the wrong way round, first of all. I think, having not done these types of battles before a lot, and even when I haven't done them well, I think the biggest issue I've got is the fact that I haven't got Mace. Mace would then allow me to go for Malak with the insta-kill, and then use Mace and Cal keep using Shatterpoint to try and bring down Malgus's stats. So, I do get where I went wrong here. I was a little bit frustrated that I couldn't do more with Revan. I was like, could we at least get him out? Because then Malak is a kind of better cleaner. But yeah, this threw me for a bit of a loop because I kept landing debuffs, and there was this bit of me thinking, well, I want to not be using these debuff abilities like the Slam, but pretty much all of them have got some form of debuff, like Bastila's basics ability blocks, and Cal, I don't think he's got debuffs on his basic, but then they've all got something in the specials pretty much. Maybe the dual wield is the one that's safe. But yeah, it kind of felt over at this point, so I wasn't really too bothered. I thought, okay, no leadership, we're going to clean it up. It's not bad. So, it wasn't great, but I thought we're going to leave this for now. We'll see what's available when we can get back to it. And if I recall correctly, we actually overkilled it by some distance. So, yeah, don't know why I'm looking like this. Okay, so next one, CLS. That was it. I'd been looking at what I'd got available, and I thought, hang on, I've got Tuscans, and I knew exactly what I wanted to do with them, which is to use them on CLS. I actually probably overkilled this CLS with that Kron. So it was a bonus turn on kill Kron, plus the dots on the level 3. So this was just brilliant. Yeah, 20 stacks of momentum over there, stuns galore. Tusken Warriors ready for an insta-kill, boink boink boink. And because of the bonus turn, we can then take the translation off those two. So it is quite nice. And straight away, 3PO and Chewie get stunned. So the only downside to doing this battle, it was pull banners. feel like there might be a way of being more efficient. Maybe it's to do with the crons. Maybe there'd be a better level 6. But I liked it for what it did, so I'm not complaining. Focused on this wall, I'm pretty sure at this point. I don't think I went up and down too much, or did I? I swear I played this round. Because yeah, I think that's what happened. I was fixated on the cleanup here. I was like, okay, I need something that can take this out. And I think I had a brainwave on what I wanted to do next. But I am curious if I'm thinking what I actually did or not. There's Leia. We went for Bane, yeah. Okay, so Bane on Leia. Now, this was a risk considering Bane's Chron has expired. But I have beaten Bane's with... Sorry, I have beaten Leia's with Bane on my free-to-play where I didn't have the Chron before. So I felt this was possible. Also, just by the by, I'm rewinding. That Chron there... Oh, not that one. That one, there we go. Nothing too fancy, but I was thinking I'm going to be using specials a lot. So the idea of 15% turn meter, it did seem a good option. Maybe not the best by any means, but decent. So especially if I could get Sass to get a special off. Yeah, pretty happy with how that how it was going into that. So we did the suck first of all, then the swipe. Like I say, we used the special just to try and generate some turn meter. Naturally, they're going to hit me with all they got. I think they do get Sash, yeah. I mean, naturally, Sass isn't going to hang around too long. So we have to base it, we don't have any choice there. But I think the next one is the first special again. There it is, and that is a confirmed kill for Drogon. And at this point it's just... we're just waiting for the victory screen. I mean, I'm glad this has still got viability, even if it means I'm looking at my layer on defense and thinking you're Bane bait. But maybe we can find something that's as tempting to Bane. I mean, my issue there is I haven't got a Raver. I think if I'd got a Raver, that'd be the easy answer. Put Raver on the front and then put Bane at the put Leia at the back. But for myself, I haven't really got that option. Still though, it's done the job for me on offense, so I don't mind. Maybe it's just a case I've got to switch Leia around. Maybe I put Jabba back on defense. Anyway, we do a suck again, and I think we've just got one attack left in us. There we go. So 54, we're happy with that. I don't remember if we do see Malicos next. I think we did. Oh, no, we didn't. Oh, what, did we? I love the fact that I'm interested. Come on, work it out. Are you doing it? Are you doing see Malicos? Oh, hang on. I think I might have just stalled a bit. Yeah, I stalled. Okay. Yeah, I think I ended up doing some research. So let's get this one on. So yeah, this is where I started recording again. I decided to go for the Malik solo. So this is just a terrible recording. I'm purely doing this so that there's a record of the round, as it were. Oh man. Okay, so we do special to apply shock on crew, and then we essentially want to keep crew in fear or shock so they can't taunt. And to be honest, that's not too difficult to do. Plus, Malicos is pretty much just giving me my cooldown, so we can suck. Every time he hits me like that, it's just like we're charging up a bit. Now, I didn't mind doing that ability then, but I know as far as this counter goes, it is best to hold the first special for crew. So I was a little wary of that because I didn't want to get stuck behind a taunt. But I think how it played out, we did time it well because crew eventually gets the fear and then we can just go around him. Plus 2 stacks of... can't remember what that buff's called. The mallet buff. Norin Terror? Or Drain Force? Either way, we're on 3 stacks now. Dark Infusion. I think I just saw it appear. So, yeah. Like I say, we've got our stacks up. It's building up our tenacity, if I recall correctly. And I think there was another stat in there as well, it buffs. So we're getting a lot of good things by doing it. And at this point, I'm trying to remember to auto basic, or to essentially basic and drain. Not necessarily doing it correctly, as you just saw, but I'm trying to do that. So I'm actually going fast forward a bit, because it is pretty straightforward from here. So yeah, at this point I did go auto basic, but it was pure because I thought, can't drain, the shop's not got as much value, so I'll just basic. But yeah, 59. Also a very good reason not to put Seer Malicos and crew down on defense. Okay, next clip up. As you can see, we've got JMK, Cat, and GK, no Padme Cron here. Now, I did make an error. I thought to myself, what shall I do about this? And I was wary that there could be something big on the back wall. So I was thinking, let's prepare for it by saving Slacker, and let's try and take down JMK with Jabba. I don't know why I did that. Even though I've just explained what my mindset was, looking back, I can't say I understand it. These are the kind of decisions made that will separate me from being Kyber 1. Simple as that. You know, a smart Kyber 1 player knows not to do this and knows not to risk this. Me, I gamble it when I shouldn't. So it's where I'm fully aware that that's just not me. But we gave it a go, and there is a bit of me that finds it confusing in a way why it doesn't work. Not necessarily I can't understand it, because you watch this battle, you can see where it goes wrong. But just one of those things where I seem to remember Jabba was okay taking out JMK. So I can only assume it's the Crons, that they've just got really good at making JMK more resilient to Jabba. Or it could just be 3v3, there's less protection for Jabba. You know, less tunes to support, so it's just a bit easier to get to Boosh. I don't know, I'm just talking out loud here as far as my thoughts, but I find it a little disappointing. You know, Jabba can be a really good GL, but battles like this really let him down. At least they let it down for me anyway. Maybe it's where I'm just being a bit over-expectant, like I want him to have a Cron or something when, you know, he's had Crons recently, they've been busted, so he doesn't need a Cron. Okay, so again, you can see here, I was kind of hoping that I could just keep hitting GK or Cat with the thermals and get the ult charge. What I was neglecting in all this is I hadn't got the buff that we need. I'm trying to remember what that's called as well. Is it My Kind of Scum? Essentially, you need that to trigger the contract. I think Busha's got it right now, so she's able to get it, but I think I needed to use Jabba's first special to give Chrysanthemum stacks, and that's where I was failing. So Busha's gone at that point, I'm not gaining ult charge. So you can see that I hovered above it for a second, well not even a second, about a half a second, and moved away, and I really wish I hadn't, because I think I could have still clawed this back to the point of a cleanup with Cat gone, if I'd have been able to just focus down on one of them because I got an ult. But yeah, I think it was too far gone by then. I mean, I think no, I didn't even do it then. So that was two to three chances I had to do that ability, and I didn't. And you can see there, they obviously killed Chrysanthemum first turn, so they're able to go full pelt. Now I've worked it out, and you can see there, ooh, saying that, maybe I'm misremembering the kit. I could have sworn Jabba's first special had My Kind of Scum buff. Maybe I'm misremembering. If anyone in the comments knows what I'm talking about and where I've gone wrong, or if I have gone wrong at all, please let me know, because I'm pretty sure I've got... I'm going to quote a comedian or comedians from over here in the past. I've got all the right notes, just not necessarily in the right order. I think I've got the right idea, it's just I'm not explaining myself really well. So, yeah, if you guys know, feel free to fill the blanks in for me. Just look how close we got to the ult, though. That's the brutal thing. You know, we were... Just out of curiosity, what were we on? Because Jabba took a turn, didn't he? 70%, so not the... Oh, I'm saying that it wasn't even that, it was 90% for the ultimate. So yeah, we were unlucky. I mean, I'm not saying we should have won or anything ridiculous. You know, they were still there to get me at this point, but just look at that. As soon as we lose Jabba, we're out. But it was just a shame that, because you think if we could have just survived another turn or two, we could have got the ult. But yeah, that was definitely something I could have not done. I could have avoided that. So yeah, I've definitely had better offensive rounds in that regard. Now, the reason I'd saved Slacker now I think about it is I wanted to do that on Jabba. And I don't know about anyone else, I don't really want to be trying this. Using Afra against Jabba without crons or any substantial crons, I don't find comforting. I mean, I applied this one purely because there's offensive stats on it. We've got the crit damage, we've got the armor pen, and we got the offense. That was purely what I was going for. I thought, we've got to Eradicate BT1, and we just wallop someone. You know, I wasn't even thinking of a win. I was just thinking, can we get, say, Bush out, and then maybe JML can come and clean up. So that was something. Okay, let's get into the battle and let's see how it went. So, we're able to get the cooldown increase off. I couldn't even remember what you call that move. Archaeological findings or something? I really need to remember some of these kits, as far as what they're called. But yeah, we apply the burning, mainly for the exposes there. We do get the Vulture, I think it is, onto Chrysanthemum. The AoE gets rid of Bush, so job one done. We got rid of Bush as clean up as possible. But because of how quickly we got rid of Bush, instantly my head goes, can we do more? And this summon droid, the commando droid, that armor shred is quite nice. Especially when you've got a little murder droid like BT1 that is quite dang powerful. So yeah, it was a bit of a slow one as far as actually punching through this Eradicate Chrysanthemum. I mean, I'd say as far as blow for blow, the two match up quite well. But equally, I did feel confident at this point. I was like, these two haven't really got it in them to kill us. They could, the biggest risk was an ult. You know, if they got an ult, you know, it was game over. We couldn't get revived. They'd be at 100% HP, so that was the main thing. If we can get them out before Jabba ults, we've got it. But yeah, I'm looking here and I'm thinking, again, that's where the concern is. Jabba's about 60% ult. We've got second armor shred, which is fantastic. We basic, brilliant. Again, I love BT1. I very rarely do Eradicates that are unnecessary. I say very rarely, I don't think I really do at all. I think they're usually something with a purpose, like, say on my free-to-play I've got Eradicate Malak, and that's purely because I will need a Relic 9 Malak when I firmly go for Leviathan. So, it's like, I always have a goal in mind with these things. And BT1's just pretty much the one Eradicate upgrade I've done purely because stat increase is brilliant. So, yeah, by all means, folks, if you go for Afra and you get these droids, be sure to upgrade BT1. That is my humble opinion. But yeah, BT1 gets the kill on Jabba as well. Nice to see. And 55 for taking out a GL, I mean, I'm happy there. That opened up the entire round. Because, like I say, in my head I felt I had to slacker that. So just being able to use slacker here, it was brilliant. So I ummed and ahed for a second. I was like, do we want crew in this team? Do we want first order Stormtrooper? I mean, you can see I did put Stormtrooper in, and then I'm like, oh, I've got his Cron as well. So it then became a case of, maybe it's better if I just do this, because then if I need to do something with, say, Hook's lead, I can. So yeah, I might actually put Hook's lead on defense sometime, just to see if with Stormtrooper it can do something. But yeah, pretty straightforward this. You poke cat. I did actually check for a second. I was like, it will actually stun. I've done this in Squad Arena a dozen times, but I don't really pay much attention because once cat's stunned, I'm just focused on like an Ahsoka or a Padme. So yeah, it was just a little bit strange, you know, just going into this and being like, this is right, isn't it? But yeah, you get cat focus down, just keep stunning and make sure she can't use that force sleep because we're going to try and maximise the banners as much as we can. I do think she gets out at some point. I can't remember if she gets crew or not. But yeah, it's just the fact that it's a bit tricky to constantly keep a stun locked. I mean, it's annoying that crew keeps ability blocked as well because we don't have that second stun as well, which is one of the other reasons I wanted Diminia instead of Stormtrooper. So yeah, I'm just going to fast forward a little bit. But there we go, we're going to ult. As you can see, nice bit of damage. Oh, I'm wary of fast forwarding too much. I don't want to take away all of the battles for you, even if you've like seen them a million times. But yeah, we're looking, they're in the yellow. I mean, granted, General Kenobi's still looking healthy, but Master Kenobi should be down any time. I was actually surprised he didn't suffer more damage there, to be honest. Also, that crit immunity is kind of annoying when you see it like that. It's like, can I just poke past you? Like I said, I think there's a chance they get through in this. Again, I re-stunned Cat. I wanted to try and keep a lockdown. We get Kenobi. I'm pretty sure we do go for Cat properly. There we go. So yeah, I don't think they got crew. Oh, if they did, I don't know how at this point. There we go. 35, so it was alright banners for a clean-up. Now the back wall, by comparison to the front, a lot simpler. Just checking, I think I've still got... Oh no, we've got another clip. Let's go for that. Okay, so the back wall. Phasma with FOTP Kron, Dooku, Fifth Brother, Mon Mothma, and Adrad. So yeah, it wasn't too bad, this. It wasn't too bad. As far as Sith Empire, we got no other need for JML. I mean, I could have used him somewhere, but why not just use him to safely clean this up? So I was having a bit of a fun at this point. I was like, what can I use? And I thought, I've got a Luminaria with the Zeta that I have not used competitively since Galactic War was a main priority for me. So yeah, I thought, well, let's throw her in here. It just made it entertaining for me because I don't know about anyone else. At this point, it kind of feels not dry, but you kind of looking and going, all right, this is almost a foregone conclusion. What's going to happen? So yeah, I was entertaining myself as much as anything. Just increase Revan's cooldowns. And call Cam for an assist to get the kill, and I think we actually get the kill here. Oh no, I'm imagining that. Luminara did get a hit in. Okay, so it was a little bit of fun. So we got Bosky Boy, and this is a counter I have not used in such a long time because you don't tend to see bounty hunters down without Zam. So, I mean, thank you to my opponent for setting this. I mean, I tend to do Boba lead on Crimson with these three because Boba's contract is a little bit faster, or it can be faster. But in general, Rey Jedi training droids will blow this. So, yeah, this is a pretty comfortable battle. By the by, I don't know if anyone else agrees with me, but I do think Bulba's the biggest beneficiary of the visual update we had. I mean, he obviously looks a bit shinier, but it's like when he does his animations, they all just look that little bit cleaner. So yeah, I'll give CG the due. They put work in on Boba. Kinda wish they'd been a bit more smart, if you like, on some of the iffier ones, like how clones look a bit similar and how the Kenobis are pretty much the same other than the armor, you know, those kind of weird ones. But I'd like to think maybe they could tweak those down the line, make them more distinctive. But yeah, something like Bulba, they did a great job. Yeah, I mean, again, at this point, this is pretty straightforward. Just fast forward a little bit. Okay, 56, we dropped 1, not the worst. Dash, I think I actually did a mirror of sorts. I did CLS. So it was basically who shot first. I did shoot first. Now, this got a lot more messy than I wanted because I thought, can I remove turn meter? And the answer was no. So that was a bit of a bummer. We got rid of Chewie so that guard wasn't an issue. We could then get Dash under control. The downside is that Han decided he didn't like my Chewie. So, banner-wise, it was a bit of a mess. But I don't regret going in for it. I think it was just a touch of bad RNG on the Dash. But these things happen. So the Batwall, did I was going to say I didn't stop again, did I? I think I only stopped for fleet now. So, yeah. Mon Mothma, nice and easy. We go for Iden, we put in Scout. I did weigh up if I was going to bring in Death Trooper or Range, because I thought Range is kind of nice, but I was thinking, hang on, with Kara, bringing Death Trooper that way, if we get a kill, we put Death Mark on her, keep her quiet. So, yeah. I really need to give Death Trooper some gear. Well, some gear to get to rallies. It'd just be a very nice 3v3 team. We looped turn meter very nicely here. I mean, we were able to increase cooldown. And it also meant that we were able to get to Kara and get a stun as well, so it felt really nice. And I don't think we got the kill. Yeah, we didn't get it here, but we were pretty much right on the line. There we go. 57, I mean, perfect banners. Adrad, I think here I use Bounty Hunters. So, throwing me a bit at the moment because Bosk has always been my first or my highest power Bounty Hunter. Suddenly it's Grief. Kind of throwing me since I took Grief to R7. So, yeah, I have to keep reminding myself Bosk isn't there now. But yeah, just looking at this, it's a pretty safe counter. Just basically tank as many hits you need to, get your contracts, kill Adrad, bish bash bosh done. We took a Kron just for some extra oomph, I guess. Wasn't necessary, it's just something to use a Kron, really. But here we go. Naturally, they've got like a gajillion speed ahead of us. I do need to check that. Oh, no, hang on. I was going to say I need to check it, but I've just seen Bosk had speed down. That's why Bosk took a second turn to Grief. My modding is that Grief's one speed slower than Bosk, but obviously speed down, turn that around. I think that is one of the downsides of modding in that particular way. Alright, so at this point, we're just waiting for the insta-kill, which is here. Bang, bang. Get rid of Iden. I mean, arguably, you don't need to get rid of Iden next. You could go for Cassian, but I figured, well, Jin's got the limit removals. You don't want to be dealing with that. I don't remember if we got good banners here. Oh, we did. I thought we should, but I was having doubts for a second then because I thought we got a lot of debuffs and I didn't know if I overkilled them because cooldowns weren't working for us. Next up, it was Phasma. Now, this one was really me just winging it because obviously I haven't got Starkiller with EP and Mara for a change. So I thought, why not use Darth Vader? I haven't tried those three together in a while. If I'd have got Malak, I'd have done that. That would have been very safe. Although, granted, I might have done Malak solo at that point. But, yeah, I thought, let's try Vader. Let's see what we can get up to together. If you want the short answer, I wouldn't really advise it unless you need to. At least at my level, Kyber 2, I think it's very inefficient. I mean, we eventually got it onto some level of control, but maybe it was just the way this team was built, but Kylo Ren was very tenacious. I mean, I was struggling to get through that guy. So yeah, I can't say I enjoyed this battle. They had needed the banners, which at the end of this I felt like I might need them. Then it could have been a lot worse, let's say that. But yeah, looking at this, it's not too bad in the end. Got a load of debuffs on Kylo, just essentially waiting for a nuke. Downside it is, he gains speed for debuff, so he's going constantly using his special, so that's kind of annoying. I mean, look at that. I ended up using the second special for Palpatine just to try and recover some banners, which, with hindsight, is not the greatest thing, because then it lost banners on the other two, but... oh well. Alright, so Dooku, Droideka, and Magna Guard. I don't think I went for something a little bit kooky here. I think it might have been Gidme. I call Gidme kooky just as far as... it was a bit of a weird team to face, so I was like, what are we actually going to do ourselves? And Gidme kind of made sense. By the way, the Droideka model looks a lot more menacing as far as how big it is now. I feel it's bigger anyway, I might be imagining it. Alright, so that was alright. One kick to Dooku, he's gone. And then just clean up the Droideka. So, with Magna, my thoughts were, we're going to try and make sure we got protection up as much as we can. That way, if Magna's going to counter, if he's going to deal damage, he isn't going to get through that. That was a bit of a concern there, because we do want to keep the banners on Gideon. We got the stun just to try and prevent the counters. Arm Shred as well, that was kind of nice. We're going to use that to top up Gideon. And I think there we go, we got the move again with Gideon to gain the TM. Got the bonus protection, and Shaq gets the kill. Very nice 57. Final one. Now, this one is not a... I wouldn't really say try this, because I just saw my stat there when I was scrolling through, and I thought, I built up this stat and I have not used it yet. Properly, anyway. So I was like, let's just throw stat in. Let's see what it can do. I mean, I've obviously used it in the raid a little bit, but other than that, it's just been there. So I was like, let's just see if we can at least clean up this Prodium Quizter team. And, I mean, it won. But, yeah, I can't say I'd recommend this. I mean, I think it might have been Zareth who was saying there's some legs in this 3, but I think he had a Datacron involved in the mix. Which would make sense. But I definitely don't have anything for these specifically right now. So, yeah. It's just one I want to play around with, like I say. I mean, I put R7 on stat head of the raid, thinking, alright, maybe we'll get some use out of it. I'll say I'm getting that much out because that's connected to the droids, and the droids are, I'm just doing counts, the R3 for the most part. So yeah, it was a bit of a silly one as far as doing the R7, but I think in my mind I was doing him ahead of doing the droids, thinking they'd be important, and they've not really turned out to be. Or at least in terms of needing them at high relics. Alright, last one, and I will speed through ships a little bit because I know some people do find them irritating. I'm going to fast forward into the battle with Leviathan. We did the Chimera counter. Yeah, we did have the concussion miners on the TIE pilot from the start, so that does create an RNG element. The secondary RNG element usually is the Cam Vader one-shot Sith Assassin. The answer to that is no. But we did get the win. At the end of the day, it's the most important thing. So I've just fast forwarded a little bit again, just to say you've seen all the same things. We don't hit the SAS because we don't want to trigger the foresight, so instead at this point we bring in the Interceptor, cleanse our debuffs. Just gives us a little bit of a reprieve. We also do the AoE to get a hit on Assassin, meaning we can take it out. And yeah, we go for Marauder. Now, That's looking a bit weak, it's got to be said. I was really concerned. At this point, I learned from the previous round and I healed Scythe. There have been times in the past where I've forced that heal onto defender that didn't need it. So I learned this time, I thought, let's get Scythe in the game. That means even if Leviathan ults, we've still got 5 ships. And yeah, it paid off. I wouldn't really say that Scythe is like, oh my god, we lost Scythe, but if you're at this point in the battle, you just need as many ships as you can get, just so that they can't overwhelm you. Yeah, I won't bore you through cleanups and all that. They brought out an Evanor, which didn't do much of anything. As you can see... Oh. There we go, one-shot kill. We've got 71 banners. The next one is Prophet's Executor. I took in reinforcements just in case the opening didn't go well, and as you can see here, it went alright. So I'll skip again just because people have seen this battle plenty of times. It's a pretty straightforward 75 to 77 banners. I really don't like it when I get the 75 because I always think I should have got the 77 just by being brave. And then the few times I've been brave and left the reinforcements out, I lose. So yeah, it's odds law. Final one, we had to take down a negotiator. So we took in the droids. If you look at the starting lineup, there was no Marauder, so I thought let's just go for the OG Mal versus Negotiator counter. And yeah, it plays that way. Very straightforward match. It's been a while since I've done it, I must admit. There we go, pop some burning out there. Some burning, some buzz droids. I'm trying to remember when we got the kill shot on Anakin. I think it might have been about now, actually, because I think we drew the AoE with Malevolence. Yeah, I think we get 2 here. That was it. So yeah, it wasn't bad on that. We got 69 to finish the round. So yeah, final score, 2012. It wasn't bad, that. I mean, I've said it plenty of times in 3v3. 2000 is what I would consider my benchmark. If I get 2000, I'm happy. So, felt like I did well. I dropped 2 battles, but for a first round, I was happy with that, especially without streaming as well. I know it feels weird saying it, but when I'm streaming, I do get people offering opinions and just saying, hold it, and as much as I might joke at the time and sort of be like, okay, what? Every now and again, I say every now and again, quite a lot of the time, I do appreciate the halt, because I do play fast, and sometimes I will not see something. So, yeah, getting over 2000 on my own, personal pride in that, because I know it doesn't always happen. Alright folks, let's go here. So I've got no idea how this video is going to turn out as far as sound quality, recording quality, all that lot. It's very, very much been a rush job, considering I got Windows 11 installed on this PC about 9 hours ago, so I think I've done alright getting my setup pretty much back to a usable standard in that time, so I'm going to spend the next day or so trying to get it right. And that might even involve a stream for the second round, so we'll see. But thank you for watching. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this. If you've enjoyed it, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I have started channel memberships on the channel. I think it's a very low price. I will put it on screen. I'm pretty sure I only set it up for a low amount relative to what YouTube offers. So if you want to just support the channel on YouTube, feel free to do so. By all means, you don't need to. I will try and offer some perks along the way once I've got some time to more of my own time into YouTube. But if you just want to show some support that way, feel free. But yeah, other than that, I appreciate you watching, and I will see you next time. Bye for now, everyone.